What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here, and I have got a travel humidor cigar case to unbox, open up, go through with you, review it, give you my thoughts on it, and it comes from HandOCT, HandOCT, HandOCT. But let's go through it together and see what all it has to offer. All right, let's open this bad boy up. There we go. And see what it looks like inside. All right. Inside here, set the box down. Inside here, I have sort of a brown leather color, like a medium brown. Let's take it out of the package here. And like you've seen from many other brands, very similarly styled. It does have their embossed or imprinted logo right there, the company logo, HandOCT, HandOCT, with a little pouch pocket right here, should you want to put something in there. Let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. Okay, inside, oh, nice. So inside this one has something that I have not seen in some of the other brands that I have reviewed, and that is right here. It is a hygrometer. So this is an analog one, and you've all heard me talk about analog hygrometers and how I throw a digital one in anyways, but I have not seen a travel cigar humidor case, a leather one like this, that has an analog hygrometer or a hygrometer period in it, that I have reviewed at least up to this point. And then in here, there is, and this opens different than I've seen before, so the other ones that I have looked at, this flaps open and you have to pull up and out the lighter. But right here, this actually flaps open and down, which I like a lot. Much easier access. And then in here, let's look and see about this lighter. All right. This is the lighter right here. It is a V-cut. It is similar style to other lighters that I have checked out and reviewed on this channel. This one is a double torch. Right there, you can see. This is a dual torch lighter that has a punch cut on the side right there. It does have a very nice fuel window, so you can see how much fuel is in your lighter. Very nice there. And then the V-cut, as I mentioned, and all of that. So very, very cool. Very nice. Simple and easy. And on the bottom, a very easy screw, flathead screw for you to adjust the height of your flame. So let's set that back there in its spot. Snap that closed. And then here we have got the eyedropper that is intended to go into, eyedropper that is intended to go right here when you put in distilled water. Now, I have had people comment and say, oh, you know, can I use the polyglycol and, you know, all these other solutions? You can if you want. What I use in all of mine is distilled water. That's all I've ever used for the last, gosh, probably 15 years. I had the solution very early on in my cigar journey and switched to distilled water and haven't looked back since. And so this is what you use as the eyedropper to put the distilled water into this little part here. I do like how it's got sort of like a snowflake star circle kind of design there with place for the humidity to come through. And then these leather straps, Velcro shut, Velcro secured. I do like that as well. And this is a larger holder or larger strap. There goes the desiccant. A larger strap or area than is typical for other brands that I have looked at. I do like this being a little bit larger than a thin Velcro strap that I've seen on many other ones, just because it can push against your cigars in just that one thin spot, and this kind of distributes the pressure that might be up against your cigar. And then it comes with this card right here. So let me go over it real quickly with you. It says, wipe the interior with a damp sponge or towel before first use. Use distilled water or a humidifying solution in your humidifier. I'm going to stop right there. Do not wipe this down with a damp sponge or damp cloth or anything like that at all. It will cause the wood that is in here, assuming it is Spanish cedar, it smells very nice. It will cause the wood to expand too quickly and can actually damage the fibers of the wood. I would put the distilled water into the cartridge here and let it acclimate over time. If you add too much humidity to the wood too quickly, it causes the fibers to expand. It can actually cause damage to them. Do not wipe down your humidors. I've said it for pretty much every single humidor I've reviewed, especially where there's wood lined and it's not one of the plastic travel ones. Don't wipe it down with a towel. That's my 2 cents. That's my take on it. I know it tells you to here, but you can absolutely damage your humidors if you do that. So put in the distilled water and let it acclimate using the analog hygrometer that's here. And this one is reading, the hygrometer reading right now is about 50% relative humidity, which is probably pretty accurate considering where we're at, or where I'm at right now, and how the weather's been and where the humidity is. It's probably pretty accurate to what it really is. Let's keep going down here. Fill a humidifier by partially filling a bowl of water. Place the humidifier upside down halfway into the bowl. Leave it in the water for 3 minutes. Wipe off excess water. You can do it that way. The sponge material that's inside here, let me take it out here. The sponge material that's right on the back here, that's the back of the hygrometer right here where my ring finger is. That sponge material will absorb, and you can just set that sponge into the water, let it soak it up and absorb, and then pat it down. You can do that. I've seen people do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you don't put it back into the wood holder for it where it's dripping wet, because again, that could have too much moisture. It could cause the wood to expand too quickly, all those different things. Install the humidifier in the humidor and leave closed for 24 hours. That's good information there. Once you get the humidity in there, you want to keep it closed and secured so the rest of the wood in the humidor can acclimate, and do it in an appropriate amount of time, not quickly, not rushing to get it all humidified. It says once, and it says open humidor, refill humidifier, and reinstall. Leave closed for another 24 hours. This will season and prepare humidor for initial use. So they're wanting you to go through 2 rounds. The fact that they say go through 2 rounds is really good. I wish it didn't say wipe the interior with a damp sponge, because the 2 rounds of soaking the little sponge that's in there with the distilled water should be more than enough to humidify the inside of this. And remember, when you put your cigars in there, they're already humidified, or they should be if they're in another humidor. So you don't need an abundance of humidity in this. You just need the proper amount. So don't over humidify it. Be careful with that. And then it says periodically check humidity level and remoisten humidifier as needed. Again, that's using the hygrometer that is on the inside in there to make sure that you don't get too low or too high with your humidity level. And then it says store your humidor in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight or heating or air conditioning ducts. I've never seen anyone comment to that detail or explain to that detail near air conditioning ducts. And if you've been around cigars long enough, an air conditioner with the cool air that it blows can do a couple different things. If it's a cool, damp environment, it will actually create more humidity around your humidor. And blowing that cold air on there can absolutely over humidify it, especially if there's humidity inside. Think of it like your car on a cold winter day. And how air blowing can, I mean, if it's cold and rainy and whatnot, and you turn on the air conditioner, it usually doesn't defrost the windows. That's why the defrost mode is usually done with warmer air. And so don't put it too close to an air conditioning vent. But also the reason that's for is if it isn't airtight, which this is not going to be completely airtight. There is, where the zipper is, there is not a perfect airtight seal on it. It is fabric because it is a zipper, and so you will lose some humidity, and having it sitting next to an air conditioning vent could prematurely dry out your humidor and cigars. So that's why it says that. But if you're interested in this at all, there will be a link down below where you can go and check it out and see if this fits your needs. I have a couple others from other brands that I enjoy. This one, I enjoy a couple things better about it. One being the hygrometer, the other one being the larger leather Velcro secure patch that's on the right side of the humidor. Both of those I like a lot better than some of the other ones that I have. And I really like the leather grain and just the coloring of it and everything in the texture. So very nice if you're in the market for a nice travel humidor. I've taken my other ones to different cigar events in different places, and I get compliments and comments on them all the time. And so you may be looking for something similar to this. I did not go over how many cigars this one holds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this holds 6 cigars, and it looks like it would hold all the way up to a Toro. Probably not anything longer than that. Probably not a Churchill. It may hold a Lancero or Lonsdale around the 6.5 inch in length size, but Yeah, I do like it. I like the opening for the lighter or the cutter lighter combo as well, how it flaps all the way open. That is another plus. So I do like this particular travel case quite a bit. But if you're interested in it, go ahead and go down to the information below, click on that link, follow it, and go and check it out for yourself and see if this is something you should add to your accessory collection for your cigar journey. But above all else, enjoy your cigar journey, everybody. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see you.